Okay, it looks like we're live. Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, I'm afraid since I'm having issues with my webcam, I hope you can hear me. Please let me know if you can't, if there's a problem with the sound. I've been having issues with the webcam as of late, but not sure if it's my rickety old hard drive. And until I get 1,000 subscribers on my channel, I can't live stream from my phone. Otherwise, I would be more than happy to do that because I'm sure it takes much better video than my rickety old computer does. So, yes, it's all about that mean Karen. Something that I'm new to. I kept seeing it on social media, but I didn't really know what it was. I mean, as time went on, I was learning, and then I looked it up, and oh, God, negative connotation. It's to describe white, middle-aged women. Yeah. And the specific image of a Karen, I will get to that later. Hey kids, welcome to Straight Talkin Fedora, Chic. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing and hit that little ringy thingy down below so you can be notified every time I upload or go live. Yes, we are a social commentary / story time channel. We discuss mainly mental health, but not exclusively social issues of the day. So like I said, please consider subscribing if you're into that kind of thing. Just to let you know ahead of time, my delivery is a bit late, so you might hear the buzzer to my apartment door, which means I have to answer it. Ugh. Yes. And yes, I'm going to be doing something different today because I'm going to sing for about 2 minutes, just 2 little minutes. And yeah, unfortunately, I have a terrible singing voice. And I wrote a parody to one of the songs from the movie Grease called Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee. Only it's called Look at Me, I'm Karen Dee, just like the picture and the thumbnail says. I will get to that shortly too as well. You won't want to miss that even for morbid curiosity. Yes, so I had to learn all about the meme and I had to do my own research because let's remember, I'm old, I'm not cool, and doggone it, I'm from the early 1700s. So, let's see what's happening here. Hey, fisherman, hearts love. Good to see you. I don't know why the chat in StreamYard is not working. So, good to have you both here. Alrighty. So, let's start off. The Karen, even PewDiePie did a video called Don't Ever Call Me Karen. I didn't watch it because honestly, I mean, I get that PewDiePie is probably the most highly subscribed YouTuber, but his stuff is just not my thing. I guess he appeals to that younger, hipper demographic than yours truly. That's okay. No problem there. But anyways, let's go over the Urban Dictionary. Okay, the definition of a Karen. Okay, through the Urban Dictionary. She gives raisins to kids on Halloween. Drives an SUV to carpool her kids to soccer practice. So she's a soccer mom. Better hope the ref doesn't make the wrong call because she will sue. Yes, because apparently the Karen, the quintessential Karen, complains or threatens to sue over everything. Like, she'll make you a huge stink if there's like one ketchup packet short from Burger King, you know, or one fry short off a Happy Meal. Loves to use Snapagram. They mean Snapchat? Is there a thing, Snapagram? Okay, loves to use Snapagram to post her workout selfies. After a long day of talking to managers and driving her kids around, she sits down with her mom friends at the book club and drinks lots and lots of wine. And from other sources, they say that it's cheap wine that she drinks. And here's a quote right here. I'm going to link that page from the Urban Dictionary in the pinned comment when I jump off the stream. Oh my God, Karen, you really have to talk to the Burger King manager every time they forget to give you a ketchup packet. LOL, yes, I have a Facebook and Insta snap it to all my friends to make sure everyone knows to watch out, LOL. Hashtag probably a boomer. And that's the thing about us Gen Xers. We are often lumped in with the boomers, and it's a tricky generation indeed, but boy, to get that, you know, I mean, my neighbors next door, I live next door to young party animals who party all the time. Yes, even during a quarantine, go figure. But I think I got back at them this morning because you know what? I was practicing my singing. No, my singing voice didn't get any better. No, sorry. But I was practicing my singing of the parody that I wrote. Yes, with the ridiculously cheesy, senseless lyrics because you know what? I go for the senseless and it's fun. Yeah. So, let's see what's happening here. Okay. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Oh. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. Now, who wants to hear the song first? You want me to sing first, or do you want me to keep going with the commentary? Let me know in the chat. Don't worry, the song is coming. I was hoping there would be a few more viewers, but okay. I hope there'll be more. All right. So, you know, okay. Just before I get to that, let's get to that because I'm the obnoxious Karen. Yeah, you're going to hear me sing very shortly. Just let me get the obnoxious e-begging portion of the show out of the way, please. Hearts love, if you're still around, could you please post the links to my Patreon, my all that lovely stuff, please, if you're still around. Okay. So, hey, Molly Mole, good to have you. You're just in time because after I do away with the obnoxious e-begging portion of my show, we're going to hear me sing a parody that I just wrote. And it's a ridiculous one. And it's going to be a cappella. Okay. It's a parody of that Grease song, Look at Me on Sandra Dee. It's called Look at Me on Karen Dee. I couldn't find any music that is not copyrighted to accompany me. So it will be a cappella. But yeah, so the obnoxious e-begging portion of the show. Thank you, Hearts Love. If you wish to support the channel, please go check me out at Patreon, where I put out more personal stuff, more story time, but there are some fun reactions too. Things I want to test drive on a smaller audience first, if you will, and a bunch of other stuff too. So check me out. You can watch at least one video upload per month over at my Patreon for as little as $1 per month. If you wish for a one-time donation, Hearts Love just put the PayPal link. Thank you, Hearts Love. You can do so through PayPal or through Streamlabs. Both Hearts Love just put both links in the live chat right there. Also, we have a Discord server. Yay! That Wraith Phoenix built up. He's my tech girl. Because like I said, I'm old, I'm not cool, and I'm from the early 1700s, and apparently I'm now a Karen as well. Not in a good way. I think what prompted me to look up the Karen thing was because recently I got into a lot of skirmishes on YouTube and Twitter, a lot of skirmishes, and people kept calling me Karen, and that's what prompted me to look it up. So anyways, we're going to get to the song now. We're going to get to the song in my terrible singing voice, and yes, I get back at my evil next door neighbors. I warn you, the lyrics are cheesy. It's going to be off key and off tune. And I never learned how to breathe properly. Yes, the Discord is awesome, Fisherman. Thank you. There are great people. Thank you, Fisherman, for the recommendation. Yes, if you haven't already, please consider doing so. The link, thanks, Hearts Love, for putting Francine. What's a Francine, Molly? I've never heard of that. Francine. I've never heard that term, Francine. No, the term apparently is Karen. A Karen. So without Casey, you're just in time. You're going to hear me sing. We're going to hear me sing, and I sound terrible. I practiced all morning, but around here, practice does not make perfect. Mm. Oh, a French Karen. Oh, thanks, Molly Mo. La Francienne, la maudite Francienne. Maudite tant qu'elle est vieille. Hey, Courtney, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. I am so happy. I don't know about that, Casey. I can't promise. So, anyways, the original song, Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee, is already in the pinned comment if you want to refer and compare and contrast. So, without further ado, I got to breathe. With all the singers, I got to breathe. So, it's called Look at Me, I'm Karen Dee, parody. Ready, kids? Look at me, I'm Karen Dee. Long lost my virginity. Won't get my kids back till my Volvo is waxed. This I guarantee. Ow! Oh, that hurt. Oh, okay. Watch it. Hey, I'll report you. And you're a bad employer too. Now I'm quite cross, still stuck in MS-DOS. Oops, I forgot to floss. I drink wine. Yay! I'm fine. Yay! Cut my own hair. Can't you tell? Can't smoke just one cigarette. Keep your filthy jokes off my friend's TikTok. Would you pull this crap with Guy Fawkes? As for you, soccer coach, I know what I want to do. Do me if you must. I'm an object of lust. I'm no plain Karen Dee. Ah, rock, rock, but I'm a lady. Keep that jock away from me. Just lost my cool. Think I'll swim in my pool. Ah. Hey, fuck you. I'm Karen Dee, and I'm entitled to my entitlements. Yeah. Oh, that hurt. I'm getting older than I thought. Oh, dear. Okay. Okay, so there. Oh, I'm sorry to hear, Courtney. I hope you're recovering. I'm sorry to hear. Okay. Hey, Cam, you just missed me singing. But the stream will be up. It will remain up and you'll get the song. It is pretty close to Sandra Dee. Okay, that's what I was trying for. Just those high notes hurt. I think I pulled something. I honestly think I pulled something. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I was never a singer. I took a singing class many years ago. I was auditioning for a play for Shakespeare in the Park here in Montreal. And I was auditioning for a part in Macbeth. Macbeth was going to be played that season. And part of the audition was I had to prepare a song. And since you just heard right now, I'm not, I'm no singer. I sing horribly. I had singing lessons from a vocal coach who happened to have been the brother of the frontman of the Montreal band Man Without Hats. They had that song, I think it got popular in the US, called Safety Dance, if anybody's old enough to remember Safety Dance. Okay, Ivan, he was the front man of that group, Men Without Hats. Well, Colin, his brother, was my singing instructor. As you can see, oh, God, bad money after bad. Oh. Yeah, well, someone thinks a lot of us entitled white ladies are entitled to our entitlements. Baby! Hey, it wasn't nearly as bad as it would be if I tried. I can't carry a tune in a bucket on any level. Mine is even worse. Aw. Yeah, that's it, Casey. You got it. Yeah. I'm rocking Roberta. Oh, well, glad you stopped by. I hope you didn't miss the singing. On second thought, maybe it's good that you did miss the singing. Please don't unsub from me, because it is the only time, the first, and probably I will never ever do that again, sing on this channel again. And I write cheesy parodies. My dad sang in the key of Q. Oh dear. Oh dear, the key of Q. All right, let's see. We're catching up here. I'll comment again, Courtney. That's weird. I'm glad you. Okay, if you're doing better, I hope you're doing better, Courtney. Yeah. So, anyways, you missed the singing. I'm leaving the stream up. I will even timestamp the song. So any of you who missed the song, who joined in late, you'll be able to catch it later. I'll have it timestamped. Resting bitch face. Everybody missed the best part of the stream or the worst part of the stream. Everybody missed the worst part of the stream. Great to see you, resting bitch face. Yes, so the Karen. Even PewDiePie, like I said, did a video, Don't Ever Call Me Karen. And besides the fact that the name Karen was one of the more common names to name a baby girl back with my generation, I don't know where that came from. And here I'm going to give you a little weird story. It's, believe it or not, it was my mother, sorry. My parents were fighting over what to name me, okay? My father wanted to call me Aaron. Go figure, he made fun of my mother's Irish relatives, but he wanted to give me a Celtic name. My mother wanted to call me Karen. She wanted to name me Karen. I'm not named either of them. Everybody calls me CK, basically because I hate my name. I think they did that to get revenge on me, So, yeah. But believe it or not, and the Karens I do know, Gen X Karens I do know, are nothing like the stereotypical with the blonde bob, the anti-vaxxer, who bitches and complains about the most minute things, who drives a Volvo or a minivan. Okay, they're nothing like that. But people think of us that way, and it's kind of like, I don't know, like the quintessential Karen, the soccer mom that yells at the soccer coach, at the kid's soccer coach or the soccer referee for making a bad call, right? But here's the thing. How come we don't have a name for hockey dads? I mean, everybody know those hockey dads, and they've actually coined a term for it called sports rage. Those hockey dads that jump over the bleachers onto the ice to practically attack the referee or call the son's hockey coach an incompetent. There's no name for him, but we get a name. So it's got, if I was a boy, I was going to be named Mead. Oh dear. You drive an SUV? Oh no, it's not meant to insult you. I'm just resting bitch face. I'm not meant to insult you. It's just, that's how the quintessential so-called Karen on social media was created. You know what I mean? Barry. Ooh. Yeah, so, it's just, it's not to insult SUV owners or Volvo owners. That's just what they name it, I mean, hell, I don't drive, okay? Yeah, you see, Fisherman, you saw your dad almost got into a hockey fight with a hockey dad. The dude wasn't crazy. Kyle. I think I would have been, I'm not going to give the name because I don't want to dox my brother. He has nothing to do with my channel. I don't think he knows that I have a channel. And I don't really want to dox my brother, so I'm not going to give away the name. But I'm pretty sure since I'm the firstborn, if I were a dude, if I were born a little dude, I would have been given my brother's name that I'm pretty sure of. Spelled in the most common Dutch way. You see, I'm half Irish, half Dutch, right? Barry should have been the name for the generic hockey dad. Maybe so. But that's one example that I gave you, the Karen who's yelling at the kid's soccer coach, whereas the hockey dad, berating the referee, practically maybe attacking them or something, or attacking another hockey dad. There's no name for him, or no name being brought with a derogative or a negative connotation. So it's kind of sexist if you ask me, I don't know. It's kind of sick. Barry is your dad's name? Oh my. I'm sorry, Fisherman. I'm really sorry, Fisherman. Oh my. So and then of course recently I was called a Karen because I had been involved in some skirmishes. As I mentioned at the top of this video, I've been involved in some skirmishes in comment sections. Let's just say I'm not holding my tongue anymore. I don't know if the quarantine is doing this to me. I know the quarantine's been doing some strange things to a lot of people. Or maybe I've always been this cantankerous, kind of like, get off my lawn, get off my lawn. But, I I mean, I even did a video that got more hate than likes, but what can you do, Sometimes I cover unpopular stuff, right? My dad has a traditional generational name too, Fisherman. His name would work too. Ah, wow, cool. That's cool. That's literally every middle-aged parent in my town. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is sexist. I agree with you, resting bitch face. It is, quarantine is getting to all of us. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, I'm used to it. I rarely leave my home as it is. But it's like, how did we get to this? At first, us Gen Xers were lumped in with the boomers, It's like, okay, boomer. Like, that term was coined. Apparently, there was a young parliamentarian in Australia, I believe, or New Zealand, but a young parliamentarian who was part of the opposition party over there. I don't know, she got into a skirmish with another member of parliament of the governing party, and which is a more conservative party. I don't remember if it was New Zealand or Australia. But anyways, that's how the term okay boomer was coined, because he argued against her and she answered him, okay boomer. And that kind of stuck. So we're boomers too, apparently. You know what I mean? For those who don't know, really, Gen X is, between the boomers and the millennials. They're born from between 1965 and 1979, approximately, if I've got my years correct. So it's between 1965 and 1979, and that's the Gen Xer. And the Gen Xer is kind of tricky because we were kids, youngsters in what was known as the me generation. Selfishness started to become popular. Societal behaviors became more shallow. Sorry to say, but it's true. It's offensive to everyone. 25-year-olds are now old. I'm hearing. I know Gen Xers paved the way for all of the tattooed, pierced, wild-colored hair millennials. Absolutely right. Resting bitch face, I'm going to tell you something. Way back, almost 30 years ago, long before nose piercings were a thing, at least here in Montreal, I had a nose piercing. Boomers are our parents. Absolutely right, Roberta. Exactly. They're my parents. They're your parents. Yeah, Hearts Love, I'd say, yeah. So boomers are the Gen X parents. Yeah, exactly. Duh. You'd be amazed, Roberta, how not too many seem to get that. When they refer to us as boomers, they refer to us as Karens. They don't seem to get that. But, we are of a generation also known now, or at least as of 10 years ago, as the sandwich generation. Why? Because we're caught in between taking care of children and taking care of aging parents. So it's kind of balancing that time out. And ours is also the first generation where there are more working women than not. Like in the boomers, like our parents' generation, up until our generation, it was quite the opposite. More women stayed home, looked after the house. The roles were more clearly defined back then. So I think ours was the first generation where more women actually worked or had a career, even started taking on non-traditional trades, such as welding. So they could call us boring or old, but I think we're damn interesting, and we deserve better than to be called Karen. But if this makes me a Karen, just call me Karen if it makes you feel better. Let's address the chat because it's going fast. You got your first tat in 92, resting bitch face. Right on. I got mine around the same time too. Gen X goes from 65 to 84. Oh, thank you, Molly, for correcting me. I stand corrected. Gen Y, which millennials are a subset of, is 85 to 2005. Gen Z should be 2005, but people make this mistake. You're doing both, resting bitch face. Yeah. I mean, I don't have kids. I don't have grandkids. The mold ended with me. And my mother barely acknowledges my existence, so I'm not really dealing with her. But yeah, we got luck as Gen X. We do, Roberta. We do. I just don't know how to balance off. Is it more bad luck or is it more good luck? Jury's still on that, and you're all free to have an opinion, of course. We're rad as fuck. Yes, we are, resting bitch face. Yes, we are. Thank you, Roberta. Thank you. Hell yeah. LOL, I fit with Gen X, then I'll take it. Hearts Love will adopt you. If you're not born in that year, we'll adopt you. Okay, Hearts Love? Hearts Love does a lot of artwork for me. Thanks, Hearts Love. Yeah. You're Casey Dennis. You're not a Karen, but I don't call people Karens. Thank you. I don't think we should either. I don't think we should. As women, we're a lot more lucky than the previous generations of women. Yeah, that's true. I mean, there are more complications that come with, yeah, absolutely agreed. Birth control, absolutely. That was the greatest invention Absolutely. I'm, 100% on board with you on that. I mean, I think with more choices sometimes comes more complications. And it's a question of weighing out, pros and cons of each of these decisions. And I think as a result, I think even the men can do so too, because I'm sure back in the day, I don't know if anybody saw the Gregory Peck movie, The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit. And that was basically a 50s role, where the man felt the pressure because he was the sole breadwinner and all that, and probably stuck at a boring job he didn't like, but was thinking of security. And the neighborhood was thinking, you got to get a bigger house, and you got to get a bigger car, and you got to get a badass TV to watch I Love Lucy and the Honeymooners on. But now I think men also have more choices, because in a family unit, when there's two separate incomes, but the downside of that also is that nowadays, pretty much every household requires a dual income, because inflation, like wages, has not kept up with the rate of cost of living, right? So that's something we do. Hang on a second. Let's address the chat. Now, it's supposed to be an insult people can get through. It's supposed to be an insult people can get through YT censors. Oh, that's cool. Hearts Love. Artists rule. Yes, they do. They do rule. I'm on women. Thanks. I try. Okay, so let me see. Let me go, because for whatever reason, StreamYard is not publishing my chats. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay. Hang on a second, because I'm losing the chat. Sorry for the delay. I'm losing the chat. Oh, okay. Hang on. All right. I'm losing the chat. Stereotypes are always bullshit, to be honest. Oh, absolutely true, Fisherman. Absolutely true. But why do people hold fast to them? That's the question. Like this Karen being the latest. Why do people hold fast to stereotypes? I mean, was it this bad in our parents? And when I say our parents, I'm referring to the baby boomers, okay? Those born before 1965, parents who would be of the age of my mother, or Rockin' Roberta, or Resting Bitch Face's parents, or Hearts Love's parents. Why is that? I respect artists. I can't art. Oh, I can't art either. If you could see, my thumbnail was as tacky as it can be. I can't art either. It's okay from this end, it seems. Okay, good. Okay, good, Hearts Love. Thank you. So, You know, I mean, I think it's important we're all able to laugh at ourselves, especially during these times. And yes, we can't always take things too seriously, which is why, as maddening as it was during those skirmishes I was having on YouTube comment sections and people calling me a Karen, I thought I'd have a little fun and I wrote that parody of a song. And I thought I'd sing it for you all. Call it a gift or a curse. I'll leave that up to you. I married a rocker. Cool. Excellent. I wish I was married or at least had a partner. Oh, ouch. I think I really pulled a muscle with those high notes. Oh, well. Shows I'm old. But you know what? Here's another thing about YouTube. It's not just for the young anymore. If anybody saw my previous upload called basically a review and an analysis of the overnight success of Dad, How Do I? I'll link that video in the pinned comment as well after I jump off the stream. I think, you know, I mean, we're starting to see you can be older, maybe not we're not all going to be overnight successes. And yes, true, my channel is growing much slower than the average, but how often have I changed my niche, you know? And I took that almost year-long hiatus when I started the first upload in 2018. But anyways, mistakes learned, live and learn, right? You are a mature millennial fisherman. You are all good. My grandparents are boomers, lol. Fisherman, you're more than welcome here. You know that. Fisherman, fisherman, you're more than welcome here. You know that. So everybody's welcome here, and everybody's welcome in my Discord server too. I mean, I realize, I'm treading a fine line because when I checked my analytics last month, believe it or not, most of my viewers are millennials. They're between the ages of 18 and 34. So, I realize I'm treading a fine line here. I'm considering starting to stream. Oh, right on, resting bitch face. You know what? I gotta talk to you soon because I still want you to do a live with me one day. Here on my channel. I still want you to do that. But anyways, back to what I was saying, yeah, so that's why I wrote the parody of the song. Streams are fun, especially now when everyone is isolating. Yeah, I wish more people tuned into them. I mean, we it is, we don't always have to be a train wreck, although I have been a train wreck on some of my live streams in the past. Some of my FTD moments, unfortunately, were caught on camera. But, most who have followed me for a while know that I have FTD, so they know to, to be gentle. You know what I mean? Be gentle. But, yeah, I got that condition earlier than most. I don't know, and I know I'm just trying to have some fun, or I'm just trying to have my voice heard, whatever comes to mind, while I still am in my right mind to do so, while I still am, and this is one of them, it's like, yeah, the Karen is, to me, I don't know, it borders on misogyny. And I was disheartened this morning. I saw a link, okay, one of my Facebook friends is a freelance journalist here in Montreal. And she's also a feminist writer, writes a lot of feminist articles. But this morning she used the term Karen to describe a woman who was racist. Okay, call her out for racism, but please stop with the Karen. Again, we're not all racist. I guess the stereotypical Karen is racist, but we're not all racist. And here's the thing. She's at the younger end of Gen X. Okay, she's like near the tail end of Gen X. Oh, thank you, resting bitch face. Thank you. Second wave feminist here. Cool. It definitely is misogyny. They're stereotyping women. Absolutely. Absolutely. But how often do we see the men getting stereotyped, how often do we see that? They're racist men. What do we call them? What do we call racist men? What do we call men who drive a minivan or a Volvo? What do we call men who have a strange looking haircut and, I don't know, a close cropped Van Dyke? What do we call them? You see where I'm going here? I'm not asking you to give them a name, but you can if you want to. But you see what I mean? It's like when we're trying to describe or stereotype a type of individual, we don't really give names to the men. We give names to the women, right? And so that's the problem I tend to have, right? That's the problem I tend to have. Now, obviously, I'm not going to solve this problem overnight. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Okay. They are. They are indeed. They are indeed. But you know what I'm saying? And there are plenty of male anti-vaxxers. I mean, I think Jim Carrey is one of them, or at least he was when he was still with Jenny McCarthy. I mean, I remember the two of them when they were together, they were campaigning against vaccinating children. So, what do we call them? Do we call them anything? Do we call them anything? I don't know. And the Karen, the quintessential Karen, is also one that is fed up of staying indoors and goes out and actually attends crowded protests with placards that say, "I want a haircut." But you know what? The last pictures of the last demonstration at Queen's Park in Toronto. Queen's Park is where the Ontario Parliament is, for those of you who don't know. There have been a lot of protests there. And you know what? I saw a lot of very young faces, not just the old. They were all ages, both men and women. I hate ruining a name because it's so hateful, but it's not fair. You know what? And I think about that, these poor women or poor girls named Karen, I mean, first it was the Beckys. No, I don't mean Amber Lynn Reed's Becky, talking Beckys in general. Becky is another stereotypical term, and that is used often by dating coaches, relationship gurus. The Becky. That is a girl that is supposedly, I'm going to use these words that are not mine, but they're theirs, that is supposedly somewhat of a lower grade than a Stacy. You see, here we go. Another name, and it's, I mean, so now we've got the Stacys, but apparently that's the highest of honors. Then the Beckys, and now the Karens, which are about as welcome. Becky with the good hair. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm not referring to Amber Lynn Reed's Becky at all. Just referring to the name Becky or ladies named Becky in general. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Right, RBF, that's what popped in my mind. Becky with good hair. No, like me with bad hair, Okay, so. So anyways, let me know in the comment section. You don't have to let me know now. But like I said, I think this video, this stream is the only stream where you will ever hear me sing. But I might do a short video of the song but it won't be a live because, like I said, my webcam doesn't work and I can't do live streams from my phone until I have 1,000 subs. But I'm thinking of doing a shorter video. It would be an upload. I would have the wig and all that, and we'll have fun. And maybe have somebody construct some accompanying music for me. Let me know in the comment section later after I jump off the stream if you want to see that. You know what I mean? Thank Beyonce for that one. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, God. So, yeah. So Karen is the one that complains to everybody. And I think last but not least, and this is a little more serious here on a serious note. It's funny. I'm ending this. Don't worry. I'll do something funny after this sentence. Promise. I promise I will end this stream on a fun note. But I really have to bring up this seriousness. It's my personal story here. That's a short one, basically. One of them, there is a video already up on Patreon about that. For those who are members or those who want to join my Patreon. But my gen are called hipsters. It's not sexist. Hipsters is not, I don't think hipsters is a derogatory term, Casey. I really don't. But anyways, on to my story. And people would call me the quintessential carrot off the surface of this, and that's what would hurt. I was going through a stupid, idiotic DBT program for about 9 months. And this was about 6 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And my individual therapist, okay, I always felt like crap after seeing her. She was like this tiny, cutesy little Barbie doll. I suppose if one had to categorize and stereotype it, she was the quintessential Stacy. Yeah, she was the quintessential Stacy. This woman also did her thesis because I Googled her. I always research the professionals I see, right? Anyways, I Googled her, and her PhD dissertation was about weight loss. Yeah, I didn't bother reading it, but you know, because I figured it would be a bunch of shallow drivel. But that was her dissertation on weight loss, and then she's doing DBT, individual therapy. And I always felt worse after a session with her. And there were a couple of times, like she called me DYKE. Can't say that word on YouTube. I hope you. D rhymes with Pike. Okay, rhymes with Pike. D rhymes with Pike. Yeah, she called me that. She didn't like my hats because she always said that I didn't need the weird trappings, the weird artificial trappings to love myself, quote unquote. But hell, she insisted that I start doing makeup. Now that's effed up. She's telling me that the hats were fake, but she wants me to put makeup on, which is, well, it embellishes one's face, you know, I suppose. You know what I mean? And so that was weird. Yeah, so she did all that. She did a lot of other things I'm not going to get into. Anyways, that same year, I was molested by a doctor. Okay, and I'm not going to get into details about that because, anyways, it's up on my Patreon, and I've got to be careful legally what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say on the subject. But yeah, so I can't identify this doctor yet until it goes public. By the by, yeah, I can't even give the verdict publicly. But anyways, yeah, it happened, and I lodged a complaint to the Quebec order, the Quebec Order College of Doctors. And I also complained against this psychologist for her behavior towards me. They were a couple of months apart. And someone addressed me, like this was before the Karen became a meme, all kinds of insulting and weird, strange memes. They called me, an ingrate. And whoa, you're like, who the hell do you think you are, entitled to your entitlements? And it's like, oh, holy wow. You know what I mean? I mean, even the psychologist had told me, a lot of women your age would kill for that kind of hands-on contact from their doctors. Yeah. And it was a dark several years. It was a very dark several years. And I think today, that flashed in my mind, as I was going through the skirmishes and various comment sections on YouTube, including on a rather controversial live stream I did about a week ago. You can find it on my channel. It'll be easy to find. I'm not going to give the title because I'm not going to start that shit show again. But just to say, if they knew that about me, they would call me a Karen, But I think there's a difference between complaining to your kid's soccer coach about a bad call or complaining to the manager because a ketchup is missing in the Happy Meal. And I don't eat McDonald's because I'm a vegan, but that's a whole other spiel, Yeah, I was undermined by authority figures. It did a number to my self-esteem. I think it still affected me today. Yeah, it still affects me today. And I think the harm from both of those experiences is irreparable. Now, 2 years ago, I did some rather roughshod videos. This was before, like at the time when I first started my channel in 2018, before I lost all my teeth, but my teeth were broken. I did a couple of videos about my experience with the DBT. I may do an updated video, more condensed, down the line, and it will be here. No, it won't be Patreon content. It'll be here because I think it's well known. But yeah, shame on both of them. Yeah, thank you. It's true, but it it costed me. And I keep thinking, so that flashed in my mind as I'm going through the damn skirmishes with people in YouTube comment sections, you know what I mean? And yeah, I should have a thick skin. I mean, after all, I was a political blogger for several years in a previous life. I had my own website. It was called Sister Sage's Musings. Okay, it was taken down. And as a political blogger, believe me, you get boot camp with dealing with trolls. And I learned a long time ago, when people resort to the insults, and berating me, it's because, notice how these people never answer my questions or never directly address what I'm saying. I know deep down it means I've won the argument, in some of these cases I've won the argument. I know that. But still, these people are hurtful, like I got told, like, besides being called a Karen for my trouble, they made fun of my lisp, my speech impediment. They made fun of my weight. Of course they fat shamed me. And they made fun of my appearance. Of course they did, And one of them went in so far as to tell me that my memory was effed up again. You told me your memory is effed up again. Way to gaslight, way to gaslight. And would they do this if I was a man? If I was a dude? I don't know. I mean, I know there are problematic dudes on the platform who do get hate and all that, but some of them actually do deserve it, like Nikocado, Avocado, Onision, RSN, and a bunch of others I can't think of offhand. Probably Boogie 2988 to varying degrees. But I think it's worse because I find that they attack more our appearance. When it's a woman arguing, I find they go after more of our appearance, And I've been told, why don't you wear makeup? And when it's dudes who ask me, why don't you wear makeup? And I always answer them, why don't you? Yeah. So yeah, it does. Hey, sorry you went through that. Okay, Casey, good luck with your eye appointment. It was good to see you here. The stream will be left up for anybody who came late. Oh, please give a thumbs up on the way out the door if you haven't already done so. Thank you. So yeah, so I think that's why it's all coming to me. And this, I took it personally. Maybe I should have saved the song till now. I should have saved the song till now. But anyways, I'll have the song timestamped in the stream, so those of you who missed it can catch it. Yeah, I'll have the song. Yeah, I should have ended it with the song. I really should have. Okay, I promise you I would try to end on a fun note. And so, honestly, trolls just go after everybody. Nobody doesn't discriminate. But yeah, they mostly attack the appearance of women. But men get trolled too. Oh, no, I never said men didn't get trolled. I never said that. I'm just saying they attack more of our appearance than the guys. Take a Rewired Soul, for instance. How often does he get fat shamed? He's called out on his bull. He's called out on his bull crap. He's called out on his dangerous misinformation, as he should be, and soundly. But nobody really fat shames him, But the women, not so much, It's like not so much. I think there is only one man to date who's really critiqued on his appearance, and that's Big Ed from 90 Day Fiance. And I think that's the exception. I think that's the exception. It's like, call somebody out for misinformation, correct them, if they, if you have the right information, correct them, but to attack somebody's appearance or somebody's disability, that's just wrong. So I think that's why the Karen memes have been getting to me. But like I said, we all got to learn how to laugh at ourselves, and that's why I did the song. I wrote that little parody, that cheesy little parody, and I sang it in my terrible voice, and I tore some muscles. While I did it, I tore some muscle. I've never heard his appearance mentioned of videos I watched. Oh no, the comments section, they mention his appearance, Hearts Love. They mention it in the comment sections. They mention it. But if you're talking about Big Ed, I'm assuming you're referring to Big Ed from 90 Day Fiance. But anyways, but yeah, so let's, because like I said, I promised I would try to keep these streams from here on out to under an hour, unless I'm doing a collab and we're having so much fun, the time flies by quickly. Let's try to end this on a fun note, Hey, you're a Karen when the first thing you look for in a cereal label is the fiber content. Yay, yeah, I know I've got bad jokes. Hey, I never said I was a comedian. Never said I was a comedian. You're old when people are writing articles telling you to cut your hair short. You're old and from the early 1700s when you still know what MS-DOS is. Or remember the Commodore 64 or Atari game systems. Okay? And you're old if you forgot that Frankie got lost going to Hollywood. No, I meant the Rewired Soul, but all good. Okay. No, the Rewired Soul, we never really see anyone critiquing his appearance. That's just it. I thought you were referring to Big Ed. I have loud hair. Yes, I have big hair. Look at my new haircut on the screen. Look at my new. I thought I'd get the Karen. The Karen. It's going to be the new fashion. The Karen. The Karen hairdo. I cut my own hair. No, kidding. That's photoshopped. Kidding. That's photoshopped. My hair is still long. And I stopped dyeing my hair about 2 years ago. So now my hair is all kinds of weird colors. So anyways, now is where I turn it over to you in the chat. Let's get the obnoxious e-begging portion out of the show once again, out of the way. Okay, so if you wish to, please don't forget to leave thumbs up on the way out the door. If you wish to support this channel, please go check out my Patreon. Hearts Love is around. If you can please put the links up, that would be great. That would be great if you can. So yeah, I have Patreon. Links will also be in the description box of this video. So if you choose later, I put more personal content up, even more personal than the stories I told here, that I wish to test drive on a smaller audience first. And sometimes we do some fun reactions. I've already got one up. And so for as little as $1 a month, go check it. Go check it out. And also, I have PayPal. Links are also in the description box, and Streamlabs for one-time donation. If you haven't already joined our Discord server, please consider joining if you haven't done so already. Fisherman, thanks again for the resounding endorsement. Yes, we have rooms for all tastes, and we are welcoming all generations. As long as you're over the age of 18, you have to be an adult to be in our server. That's all we ask. But we welcome, but other than that, we welcome anybody and everybody over the age of 18. Bunch of awesome people. Consider joining us. Thank you, Hearts Love, for the links. Thank you. So the link, Hearts Love just put them up in the chat. The Discord will be in the chat, but they will also be in the description box. So now I'm going to be on for another 5 minutes. Let's see. What do you want to talk about? Is there anything you want to, if there's any misinformation you think that needs correcting, don't be shy. Please feel free. Or if there's a comment you want to make that I didn't make in the video, please also feel free to add it. Any remarks? So please, yeah, please consider feeling. So please feel free. This is where I turn it over to you in the live chat. I know I sound like I'm hyped up on Red Bull now. Oh. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Hearts Love, for the donation. Yeah, the Discord link. Sorry. That Discord link. Thank you. Again, in the description. CK doesn't half-ass anything. So I would recommend Patreon to support too as an option. Oh, thank you, Hearts Love, for the recommendation. Thank you. Dang, I need a new lighter. So thank you for that. So anyway, like I said, feel free to add a comment. Yeah, this is where I turn it over to you. Yeah, this is where I turn it over to you. LOL, I haven't been watching much YouTube. I'm a bit out of the loop. That's okay. That's probably a good thing. I've noticed that my views have been tanking lately. Ever since. You would have thought that views would go up, sub counts would go up during the quarantine, but no, it's quite the opposite. And it's not just me. A lot of people, especially smaller channels like me, like mine, that I've been talking to lately, they've been reporting the same thing to me, that their views have been tanking and their sub count is not going up and they're losing subs. Oh, God. You know who I missed who hasn't been around for a while? Somebody I'm proud to call friend. I mean, besides all of you here, but somebody who's a friend of mine. We talk offline. Journey to Find K. K from Journey to Find K. I've done a few collabs with her on this channel. For those of you who don't know, she hasn't uploaded in over a month, but she mostly did reacts videos to the Rewired Soul. And she was great. And she's great. I hope she comes back. Kay, if you're watching this, we want to see you back. Because I'll speak for myself. This Karen here, look at me, I'm Karen Dee. I miss you. We want you back. Yeah, I've been wondering too. I hope she's okay. I hope her and her family are okay. She hasn't been active on Twitter or on Instagram as of late either. Yeah. Yeah, she has done some collabs with me, Hearts Love. That's right. They were great. They were awesome collabs. Yeah, she's done some collabs, 2 of them. You can check them out on my channel if you haven't caught them already. Yeah. Yeah. So. Okay. Oh, God, I'm competing with the press conferences from the premieres. No wonder it's quiet this stream is quiet this afternoon. I'm competing with the premieres. Oh, hang on. That's my delivery that's about an hour late. Hang on. Sorry for that buzzer noise. I apologize. Anyways, yeah, we are in weird times for sure. Amelia Fart, yeah, that's sad too. She left YouTube. I think she's still active on TikTok and Instagram, I think. And she's still doing her cameos. I hope she does change her mind and come back to YouTube. But she has a deeper seated reason for having left, so I don't know. But I would really like to see her come back. You know, because if there is one person, I've said this before on this channel, if there's one person who I would, and she's a fellow Montrealer. She lives in Montreal just like me, so it is logistically possible. Oh, gosh, hang on. Just please leave it. What? Oh, thank you. Yeah, perfect. I want you. Yeah, perfect. You too. Sorry about that. I probably should have ended the stream when the delivery came. You know what I mean? Oh gosh. I wish, yeah, well, delivery's not great here, so got to do with what we can. I ordered from the small grocery section of one of my favorite vegan restaurants in town. Oh, yeah, I love her too, Resting Bitch Face. She's great. Yeah, so I think YouTube needs more Amelia Fart, in all honesty. I mean, talk about a woman. She marches to her own drum. She does location shots in Montreal in a city full of conformists. Okay, trust me, I live here. I know this. In a city of conformists and a city of people who are extremely hostile to overweight women. Trust me, I'm a fat ass chick myself, and I can speak firsthand to this. You know, but she's got moxie. She's got guts. You know. And I would love to do a collab with her. Like that would be an awesome thing on my bucket list to do a collab with her. You know, either on my YouTube channel or hers, even on Instagram, you know, or another platform to embrace all the Amelias. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I apologize once again for the delivery, the buzzer and all that. But hey, you're getting a little day in the life of a quarantined, fat-assed Karen. Middle-aged. I'm old. I'm not cool. I'm from the early 1700s. And I still remember MS-DOS. Yeah. So, so would I. Like I said, so would I. Would kill to meet her. I would kill to meet her. Absolutely. I don't think she ever heard the term Karen either. And that's probably a good thing. I don't think she would ever use it. Yeah, I don't think she would ever use it. I think she's actually nice. I mean, I know people are different off and off camera or on and offline. I know sometimes personalities change and some more radically than others. But I think she really is. Like what you see on camera, that is really her. I mean, that is the real Amelia. You know, I honestly believe that. Yeah, I'm competing with the provincial premiers. Good grief. I'm competing with the provincial premiers. Ha. So anyways, I'll be on for anybody have anything else to add? It's okay if you don't think of it now. Please consider doing so in the comments section afterwards. Like I said, this stream will be left up. Oh, hang on, sitting around watching the wrinkles form. Yeah, you and me both. Because time has marched across my face. I heard someone say that, and it made me laugh. More are there every time I look in the mirror. Oh, yeah, I know. Before you know it, time is marching across your face. That's not even my quote. That is from Dolly Parton's character in the movie Steel Magnolias. That was a movie that came out in the late 80s, all-star cast. Daryl Hannah, Dolly Parton, Sally Field, Tom Skerritt, Julia Roberts. Yeah. So anyways, like I said, okay. So yeah, please feel free to catch the chat. To catch the stream later if you missed any part of it. Once again, I will timestamp the song for those who missed it. I think most of you missed the song. So, yeah. Oh, to hell. I'll sing it again. Who wants to hear me sing the song again before I leave? I know there's not that many of you left here. But who wants to hear me sing the song again? Who wants to hear me sing the song? Yeah? You want to hear me sing the song again? All right. Resting Bitch Face, you missed it. Stick around. You should hear it. All right. But you might regret it. Okay, here we go. Karen Dee. Look at me, I'm Karen Dee. Look at me, I'm Karen Dee. Long lost my virginity. Won't get my kids vaxxed till my Volvo is waxed. This I guarantee. Ah, that hurt. Watch it. Hey, I'll report you and your bad employer too. Now I'm quite cross, Still stuck in MS-DOS. Oops, I forgot to lost. I drink wine. Yay. I'm fine. Yay. Cut my own hair, can't you tell? Can't smoke just one cigarette. Keep your filthy jokes off my friend's TikTok. Would you pull this crap with Guy Fawkes? As for you, soccer coach, I know what I want to do. Do me if you must. I'm an object of lust. I'm no plain Karen Dee. Rock, rock, but I'm a lady. Keep that jock away from me. Just lost my cool. Think I'll swim in my pool. Hey, fuck you. I'm Karen Dee. So yeah, you get the song again. Those of you stuck around till the end, you got the song again. But again, I'll timestamp the first time I sang it on the stream. I'll just timestamp it for those because I'm sure there are many who left in between the times I sang. But said I try to end on a fun note. So anyways, that's going to just about do it. If you haven't already done so, please give a thumbs up on the way out the door, or give a thumbs down. If you didn't, and it's all engagement to me. And please take care of yourselves and each other. And if there's somebody at risk in your midst, please give them a call or text them. Yeah, always exercise social distancing during these times, even when the economy has been reopening. But yeah, call them, give them a text, DM them. It can mean all the difference in the world to that person. Anyways, thank you, Resting Bitch Face Glass. You loved it. Yes. So I'll catch you all later. Catch you all in the next one. Straight Talkin Fedora Chick, over and out. Hi, Dee Dee and Emma. Glad that you stopped by. I will be leaving the stream up, okay? Oh, I'm okay. But I'm about to go off air now. But I'm leaving the stream up so you can catch it, okay? But welcome to Straight Talkin Fedora Chick, Dee Dee and Emma. Okay.